Hello and welcome back to another episode of Faith and Freedom. I am Garrett and I am a Christian libertarian, and the purpose of the show is to try and convince other libertarians that they should consider the person of Jesus Christ and answer the question of who is he of the three L's? A lunatic, liar, or Lord? I would argue that he is Lord because of the resurrection that was witnessed by other people who went to their deaths proclaiming it. Um, Today, I just wanted to let you know that something happened on November 21st, 2021. Yep, you missed it. You missed Larry Sharpe at the Celeron Legion. You were probably home watching the Bills embarrass themselves against the Colts, but you could have been at the Celeron Legion listening to Larry Sharpe try and convince you that he should be the next governor of New York. Who is Larry Sharpe? I don't know. I tried to promote it the best I could. I should have given him a plug on one of my early episodes of Faith and Freedom. I think I forgot to do that, but I tried to share his event to my Facebook page and all the groups that I'm in. We got about 20 people there for 2 o'clock on a Sunday with the Bills playing. What should have been a good game, but wasn't. But it was great. Larry Sharpe ran for governor in 2018 on the Libertarian Party ticket, and he got us ballot access. He didn't win the election. Obviously, Cuomo won the election. So he's going to run again in 2022, and he's running on a similar platform that he did in 2018, and that's local control, much smaller government, Second Amendment rights, better education, better economy through less government interference, and most of all, this year, no more mandates. We just want to go back to the same level of state oppression that we had before. Just no more mandates, and we're staring down the barrel of more mandates with this new Omicron variant. I think they skipped a couple letters in the Greek alphabet. We might have to review that in the next episode, our Greek alphabet. I'll put that down on my show notes next time. Greek alphabet. So yeah, his campaign is no mandates, and just trying to convince people that a vote for a libertarian candidate is not a wasted vote. He said he heard that a lot in 2018. And he says something that I think is 100% correct. Like it or not, Republicans cannot win a statewide election in New York. Democrats outnumber Republicans almost 3-1 in the state. No Republican candidate has carried New York State in a statewide election since Ronald Reagan. So the Democrats outnumber us or outnumber the Republicans, and hardly any Democrats are going to vote for a Republican, no matter how middle of the road you want them to be. And he brings up the example of 2018. Who remembers the Republican candidate for governor in 2018? Anybody? Mark who? Mark Molinaro, Dutchess County executive, Dutchess County, downstate. Where is Mark Molinaro now? Nobody knows. Larry's been touring the state for the last 2 years, still talking about people. Who was the lieutenant governor candidate for the Republican Party? Some of you might have known Mark Molinaro, but I doubt you remembered Julie Killian. And this was a woman who went on a televised interview while she was campaigning for governor. Keep in mind, she is the Republican lieutenant governor candidate. She said, I'm not in favor of repealing the SAFE Act. So, the SAFE Act, the New York State law that trampled all over our Second Amendment rights, limited how much ammo you can have in your gun below the rest of the country in New York State. It's much lower thanks to the SAFE Act. She also wanted to raise the age of someone purchasing any firearm from 18 to 21, and that's a Republican candidate. So why is a vote for a Libertarian Party candidate who only got 2% of the vote not a wasted vote in 2022? Well, the Republican candidate got 36% of the vote. Now, if we can shift some of that percentage, say the Libertarian candidate comes in second place, what would that do at a state and a national scale? It would be groundbreaking, right? So it would break up the two-party system that's basically crushing politics in this state and throughout the country. It would give the Libertarian Party a platform, but more importantly than that, it would shift the political landscape from a two-party system to a third party or a three-party system where a minority third party would have a swing vote in the New York State Senate and possibly in the United States Senate. So he is running to either get the Republican endorsement or to get into the Republican primary. Now, in 2018, the Republicans did not hold a primary. They did not hold a primary for any of the statewide candidates. The party executives got into a room in downtown Manhattan and they handpicked who they thought could, I don't want to say who they thought that could win, because I think they knew that none of their candidates could win. So what they're doing is they're picking candidates that can get donations, right? So they're not necessarily running to win. They're running to keep the money flowing in to the Republican Party establishment, which is what these people use to fund their campaigns that they can win for county executive races, for rural county races. And that's fine, but it's kind of gaslighting the voters, right? When you tell all these Republicans throughout the state, hey, donate money to the Republican candidate for governor because, we can do it this year, this is the year that we're going to win, and everybody dumps millions and millions of dollars into this party, and it flops. It loses 36 to 60 against the Democratic candidate. And that's about the average governor race for the last 5 or 6 cycles. And that is an absolute smoke show when it comes to politics. That's not even close. Now, maybe the Libertarian candidate can't win outright either, but a Libertarian coming in second place behind a Democrat creates more political waves, more impact, more positive change in the political scene than the Republican Party just getting blown out of the water every time. So that was Larry's case, and that's kind of my case. And I hope to bring him back around to Chautauqua County so you guys can have an opportunity to meet him. There's a possibility maybe we could get him for one of the fourth Tuesdays of the month at the Tea Party meeting. We will try not to schedule Larry on a Sunday that the Bills are playing. And I will try and do a better job to get him, to promote him to this audience here. But feel free to follow me on Facebook, whatever. I'm very open to new friend requests. I give you a chance until you start acting up on my profile or whatever, and being a fool, then I'll block you. But if you send me a friend request, I will accept you, and I will chat with you. I will share whatever you want, hopefully a political or a deep theological discussion. So in the meantime, what can you do? I will post when this episode is out, Larry's video recording. The people from Chautauqua Updates came and recorded most of his event on the 21st. So I will put that up, and if you just search him, you can find him. He's out there. He has his own radio show. He's visiting all 62 counties in New York State. I think he's about halfway done, and he live streams all of those. So check him out. And if you like him and you are a registered Republican, you can help him by sending a friendly yet strongly urging letter to the state Republican chair, Mr. Nick Langworthy, and encourage him to either authorize a primary, allowing Larry Sharpe in, as long as Larry collects the right amount of Republican signatures on a petition, which I'm sure he'll have no problem doing, or just outright endorse Larry for the Republican line for the New York State governor's race. I think that might be a long shot, but just reach out to him and tell him that you, as a New York State Republican, would love to see Larry Sharpe in the race for governor with the Republican endorsement. Also, if you're in Chautauqua County, you can reach out to Nicole Ellis. Nicole is spelled Nacole. I'll try and remember to put her email in the show notes. And if you're in Cat County, Robert Keis, I think, Keis. I forgot to look up the Erie County Republican chair. I'm sorry if I have any friends in Erie or Niagara County, but you can Google that yourself. But like I said, reach out. Tell them you heard Larry Sharpe. You heard Garrett Kane talking about Larry Sharpe. You think he deserves a chance to get in there and mix it up with the rest of the Republicans for the governor primary in 2022. And like I said, maybe someday I'll have him streamed in through the miracle of Drash Ministries technology. We could get him on here. He is an Eastern Orthodox Christian. I don't know where he is in terms of his Christian walk, but I know that is an interesting denomination. I would love to hear more about Larry's faith, and I know he has a lot to say about freedom. So maybe someday. But till then, and till the next episode, praise the Lord, and I'll see you soon.